Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think there's a lot to talk about in this video, so let's get into it because, yeah, absolute power is absolutely insane. If you're confused or lost in the sauce, go check out my absolute power playlist. It goes crazy and it is very detailed, trust me. So, we pick up with the heroes in chains. A large number of the meta-human populations have been captured and imprisoned on this island, Gomorrah Island. The rest of the heroes, however, are still on the run. Most of them are in the Fortress of Solitude, and the thing is, Amanda Waller knew this. Her plan was to get all of them in one fell swoop. The Brainiac Queen wanted to attack their families, but Amanda Waller stopped her, saying, "We are bad guys, but we are not bad guys." It was too funny. But this is a serious issue because right now they were planning their full-scale assault into the Justice League's hideout, and they had a guide to lead them directly to the Fortress of Solitude, a guide we all know and love. While this was going on, Superman was losing his mind. He couldn't find his son, or rather he knew where his son was. His son was with the enemy, the worst of the worst. He was worried, but right now he needed to stay focused. They needed a plan of attack. Arthur volunteered himself to lead the operation, but he was checked instantly by Mr. Terrific. "Bruh, this ain't the ocean, fall back." And Batman had to check Superman that, "Yo, you good, but you ain't no strategist. Fall back." Both Mr. Terrific and Batman fell into an argument on who would lead this operation, but Nightwing didn't have time for this. You see, Nightwing is a born leader, and they all knew it. He stood his ground and gave a speech to veterans and new heroes alike, and Batman was proud. When it was time to deliver orders, he ordered everyone like they were one big freaking team, and he did it to perfection. Batman was supposed to steal the mother box, and as soon as he was given his mission, he set off quick, cause that's his boy. Superman was supposed to find allies from other dimension, and Black Canary was supposed to find Green Arrow, while Damian and Wonder Woman were supposed to break out the other heroes. They were equipped with weaponry from the Fortress of Solitude, and we find out that Batman and Superman were building his friends' stealth suits all this time, and they look good. Mr. Terrific, however, had other plans, calling Blue Beetle and taking Airwave. He had a plan. Good thing, because at this moment, someone was at the entrance of the Fortress of Solitude, and he brought a witch. With the large boom, we see who these intruders were. They weren't really intruders because this was his home. This was Superboy, the Terminator. Superman couldn't even believe what he was seeing. That's my boy. That's my son. But his son wasn't his son anymore. Boom, he pushed all the heroes back, and the Titans flew into action, trying to bring him down. But the Brainiac Queen didn't take none of them seriously. Matter of fact, she took all of their weapons and crushed them. Using her tentacles, she took all the other heroes, opened a portal, and sent the rest of them to prison. She was so unbothered. But Batman and Wonder Woman were still active, you see. Even without their abilities or her abilities, they both were still seasoned warriors, and they showed it in this battle. While Superman's son was going crazy, Superman had to face his son himself without his powers. While the Brainiac Queen was having fun, making sure to break Plastic Man's bone, reminding him, "Yeah, you ain't plastic no more, huh? That shit hurts, don't it?" The Titans tried to interfere with the fight, put Superboy down, but they just got their powers taken real quick. And Amazo was here, and he wanted to join the fun. But this cave still had heroes in it. One tried to split him in half. He just repaired himself like a freaking demon, to Batman's amazement. But at that second, a speedster was here. While Superman faced off against his son, the speedster, Wally West, on a new freaking amazing bike, wielding kryptonite, came to the fight and said, "Yeah, stand down." Batman, however, went straight for the Phantom Zone projector, but the Amazo caught up saying, "Hey, grandfather, can we talk?" But Batman wasn't here to talk. "Don't call me grandfather, you prick." Thankfully, there were other geniuses that knew what to do with the Phantom Zone projector. While in the corner, Dreamer was watching all of this and she was horrified. These were heroes. These people have saved the planet countless times. Why is this happening? Superman was calling to his son, but his son was busy trying to assimilate his own father. While the Queen Brainiac, she was going shopping. She saw something she liked. She saw the bottled kingdom of Kryptonians, and Arthur decided, hey, let me let them free, because these people hate Brainiac too. and they went to town. Thousands of miniature Kryptonians were busting her up from the inside, while the Flash tried to remove Superboy from this cave. Correction, Superman. But this was still Superman. Flash completed his goal, but he was knocked off his bike. Because right now, the Brainiac Queen realized that, yeah, you tiny Kryptonians, you're allergic to red sun, ain't ya? Eat this. She boiled them all. Superman, finally realizing the heroes were losing, ordered his cave to self-destruct. Get all the heroes out. The Brainiac Queen said, "Where you going, boy? I ain't done with you. Who said you could leave?" And Dreamer came and set him free, because she had had enough. Amanda Waller has threatened me and my family for so long, I have forgotten what being good feels like. I am tired, and I am free. I will stop you here and now. But Shorty must have not heard the cave was about to blow up. She couldn't even finish her sentence. She died. The cave went up in smoke. And at that moment, we see the programming start to weaken in John. His father was dead. From his eyes, Amanda Waller watched the whole battle take place, and she was content. She wasn't even worried about Superman because her Brainiac's programming was too strong. Her only concern was making sure Green Arrow never found out Dreamer was dead, because he was still a hero deep down. And we see right now he was sent on assignment to sort out the weaponry of the Justice League just to keep him out of the way. And he saw something that struck his mind. He saw something that made him smile. But after all of this, Batman went on a little side quest. You see, he had to steal something, and he had to go to the best thief he knew, his baby girl. And she was always down to steal. So both of them, being masters of disguise, went undercover, infiltrating a military base, knowing full well this base was an interest to Amanda Waller and her forces because the Suicide Squad was literally here already. They still went ahead because they were just that good. Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle, masters of infiltration and espionage. Wanting to talk to Bruce alone, he sent Selina off. And that was what they wanted because Selina knew the mission. Her mission was to follow the Suicide Squad. They for sure were going to lead them straight to the base. While Bruce, he found his own way there. Putting on his new suit made by himself and Superman, it was time for action. Because unbeknownst to Catwoman, she assumed all magic users were down. But any magic user that supported Amanda Waller still had their abilities. She wasn't a fan of magic, because at that moment she was struck, but she was fast, using her whip to attack. But someone else was there, someone who didn't play around. Deadeye, the niece of Amanda Waller, struck. But in what world do you think it was cool to strike Batman's babe? Batman clocked him straight in his jaw and told Catwoman to get the freaking mother box. She went to work. Infiltration was her freaking talent, and she was good at it. Batman was to kick ass, and he dismantled this boy easy. But the clock was counting down, and we see he was counting down for freaking Bizarro. For he was here, and he was here to play. With the mind of a child and a body of a full-grown Kryptonian, Batman tried to run away. He tried to put some decoys, but this guy was technically Superman. So Batman just played jokes with him, making him feel like this was all a game, making him crash out on his own vehicle while Batman went to go look for Catwoman. And as soon as he got in, he shouted her name and she told him, "Shut up, bro. I am right here. You don't need to scream." But what they saw before them deserved the scream. It was a boom tube. Batman told Catwoman to leave. He would handle this, but she said, "Nah, no thank you. I rock with you now and forever." They jumped through the portal not knowing what to expect, only to land in the freaking tomb of the Amanda Waller family. Batman, being ever curious, went outside and realized they weren't even on Earth. Looking at the stars, he realized that this was the home world of Lobo. This was a trap. He tried to call his babes, but she had already realized the same thing. And at that moment, boom, Batman was shot. Thanks to his new armor though, it wasn't much damage. Gunsmith was on the roof, now hired by Amanda Waller to simply guard this place. He was excited, at least he would get to kill the Batman. And then it finally dawned on Bruce himself, because his baby girl came flying out. This was a trap. This was a trap set by Amanda Waller for anyone foolish enough to come to this place. My lord, I'm excited for the next issue because I know it's about to get crazy.